guys, welcome to the channel. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. And this is another speed build for Santa Saturday. And today I'm making a toy store, and I'm pretty excited to show you all this build because it's a lot of fun. I was inspired by a toy store that's in New York. It's called FAO Schwarz, I think. But yeah, I wanted to make a toy store that was a little more on the corporate looking side, not necessarily, tutor style or old fashioned or anything like that. Somewhere that you can go in present day and, go with your kid sims and pick out whatever toys you want. There's, I think, every single kid item basically I used in this build. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And also kind of funny, the swanky Santa that I made last weekend, he is actually the owner of this store. So yeah. And right now I'm just doing the front displays, the front window displays. All good stores need window displays. It just attracts people to come in and check out what's going on. I actually had no idea there were these snowflake decals, but I think they looked really, really nice. And I also used quite a bit of those actually, like all over the windows, just to make it look a little more wintry because, well, originally I had in my head to make the glass look frosted, but then you wouldn't have been able to see the toys on the inside. So I was pretty happy with the snowflake decals. So this little front display is just displaying the teddy bears, and I tried to do them all in different colors, just so it's more interesting to look at. And I noticed in the toy store I was looking at online, they had displays that kind of were right next to each other, so they'd have the window display and then they have the same display but on the other side, so people could, pick up their toys and buy whatever they want. But yeah, so I wanted it to be a lot of fun, and this display here is like superheroes and aliens and yeah, so maybe that's like one of the featured toys in the toy store. I also have a void critter section, which you'll see in a bit. Yeah, adding some trains to the Christmas tree in the middle because I think that's really cute. I actually saw little Simsy do that in one of her builds and I thought it was adorable. So shout out to little Simsy for the trains around the Christmas tree idea. And I really wanted to have 2 floors. So the second floor is different toy displays with themes, and I thought it would be really cute to have like a wall feature, well, not a wall, a ceiling feature. So I used these really cute lanterns and sized them up really big, and I also added so there's a toy plane, and I sized those up really big, and I moved them up to the ceiling where the lanterns are, so it looks like it's part of the ceiling installation. I remember when I was a kid, none of the toy stores I went to looked like this, really, but I remember going to like Toys R Us, and that was just one of my favorite memories as a kid. So I tried to, have that same feeling of bright colors and silly things on the walls and, fun things to look at. And here I'm just adding some signage. Maybe they're like promotional material or maybe the brand of the toys that are being displayed. So I thought that was kind of cool. It adds a little more to the window display if you're looking inside from the outside. And I found out that these Void Critter decals, you can actually see them on the other side of the window as well. For some reason, I thought they would just be like blank on the other side. I didn't know if they'd work on the window, but they do. And I really like it. I wanted it to kind of go around the main Void Critter poster, so I kind of have them cascading down. And at first I thought it might be cool to, display these Void Critter battle stations on like pedestals, but I ended up putting them on the bottom of some display cases that I used. Oh, here's the plane that I'm putting up on the ceiling. So yeah, I thought that was kind of fun to look at. If you're on the bottom or if you're on the second floor, you can see that really well. I don't really know how to get these Void Critter cards. I think you're supposed to like rummage through stuff and find them, or I don't know, but I like the idea of having them in the store, so if your sim wants to buy them, then they're here. And that might be kind of just more convenient if you want to download this toy store. It is available in the gallery, and yeah, I don't think there's any mods, so it should be pretty easy for you guys to get. I was loving these little statues. I think you can find these too, but if you want to buy them, they're here. I struggled quite a bit with what to put here for the artwork in front of the register, but I ended up changing that to the purple, like, galaxy one, I think it is. So moving on upstairs, and this little display is supposed to be like a fairy tale display, so I wanted it to look like, have dragons, and I used the dollhouse, the castle one here, and put some little dragon plushies on the side there. And yeah, I thought this one was really cute. So they all have themes. I think there's like 4 displays up here. I ended up switching the dragon to this green one. There was so many things, you guys, in the show hidden objects and by debug. Just a lot more things that I thought were so cute, because there really isn't a lot of kid stuff. Even if you have the kid stuff pack, I don't know, I was struggling a little bit to fill all the shelves and think of different toy displays that would make sense. So this toy display is like a science robot, I don't know, creepy stuff type of thing. So I have the experiment tables here, and I have like a dollhouse, the modern dollhouse here, and I put toy robots there, as well as later on I put one of the Barry Bones, I think his name is. It's a little statue with a half a guy and half a skeleton. So this display, it was actually inspired by this banner right here. I thought they looked like racing flags. So I wanted to put the toy cars here, so it'd be like a racing type of theme. It took me so long to place all those little cars on the shelf. Like, I was telling my hubby, why did I do this to myself? But it ended up working pretty well, I think. I was kind of sad that I wasn't able to change the colors of the cars and they're just all red, but I don't know. I think it worked pretty well. And I sized up some of the cars so they look like big display cars. So at first I thought it might be fun to have this display be kind of like a kids furniture area, because I remember in places like Claire's and Limited 2, they would have kids' accessories, clothes, and also furniture. But I went against that and I decided to have this section be like a make believe puppet theater display area. I really like this bright purple. I wasn't really sure what to do with the walls. I didn't want them to be white. And I liked how everything was so bright and colorful, so purple walls just made sense to me. So here in this corner, I thought it would be really cute to have a section of a section where your sim kids can take a picture with Santa. So I put a ton of Christmas trees in this area and also the photo booth. I don't know if this is exactly functional because typically when you take a picture of a sim, I think they just stand up and all this stuff is probably in the way of that. But it looks really cute and that's what I was going for. Just adding some gnomes to the Santa area because I think they look like elves. Or at least that's the closest thing we have to elves, so yeah. So here I'm putting the queue line behind the stairs because I thought that was probably the best place to put it, so it's not in the way of anything. So this corner looked a little bare, so I thought I'd put one of the statues because I think he's a character in the Void Critters, or I think so. One of the characters that I saw on the poster looked like him, so. And of course I had to have the giant bright rainbow fish on the wall. I thought it would be kind of funny and silly, so this section has a bunch of knickknacks and snow globes and the eggs that came with or the eggs that are from the Easter challenge. So maybe this is just like the clearance section. Just adding a few more details to the walls because I felt like the walls weren't cluttered enough. So yeah. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna leave this part right here, and I hope you have an excellent weekend. I think we're coming up to the screenshots in a bit, but I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.